When First Lieutenant Kim Miller learned she needed to spend a year on military deployment, she'd only been working at Basin Electric 6 months.
Probably about 18 months ago, about 6 months before I found out that I was going on the KFOR rotation. I've actually had very good cooperation and also support from Basin Electric with my deployment.
Miller is one of 3 Basin Electric employees deployed with the National Guard. Jill Thomas is also stationed in Kosovo, and Kelby Hovey is in Djibouti, Africa. On this day in January, we got a chance to talk to all 3 of them. Kelby Hovey's deployment is about 10 months. She is an assistant pilot at Basin Electric and a Chief Warrant Officer in the Guard.
Our Chief Pilot, Fred Adams, has always been very understanding and supportive of the Guard and knows how important the commitment is to me.
Jill Thomas is serving as a military assistant to the political advisor in Kosovo. She says her boss makes it possible for her to focus on her job there. She doesn't worry about her civilian job as warehouse supervisor for Dakota Gasification Company.
When he writes, he just wants to make sure that I don't worry about what's going on at home and not to worry about those kinds of things, and just make sure that I'm focused on what I'm doing here so I can come home safe.
Since Kim Miller knew she was getting deployed a year in advance, her supervisor was able to make plans. Dave Bangan is the manager of financial planning and forecast at Basin Electric.
My staff was ready and prepared. We had divided duties up, knew how we could get through the less busy time, and then we had to determine how we can get through the real extremely busy time of our season.
Bangan says he told Miller right away her job as a business analyst in financial services would still be hers when she came back.
I would think if I was in Kim's position, it'd be wonderful to know that when this is over, when this is done, I can come back to my position, I can get my old position back, and life can go back to where it used to be.
Dan Job says that's important. He's the senior enlisted leader in the North Dakota National Guard. He's also an employee for Basin Electric. He was deployed right after the September 11th terror attacks.
I was called in, my supervisors told me that do not worry, your job will be here when you get back. There's a lot of other employees in other organizations, service members that don't always have that send-off.
Job says he salutes Basin Electric for supporting their employees when they choose to serve as soldiers. For Basin Electric, I'm Tracy Battenhausen.